Hi, my name is Lyric, and today we are going to be continuing our series of What If the NBA Had MVP for each conference. We've already done this for the 2000s, 90s, and 2010s, so go see those videos on my channel if you're interested, if you haven't seen those. So today we are going to be doing the decade of the 1980s. Comment below if you agree or disagree with these choices. In the year 1980, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won MVP while playing in the Western Conference, and this season the East MVP would have been Julius Erving of the Philadelphia 76ers. This season, Kareem got his record 6th MVP and his 3rd for the Lakers, as he averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks per game on 60% shooting while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Julius Erving wins it as he averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks per game on 52% shooting while leading the Sixers to the number 3 seed in the East. This season, the West and East MVPs would meet each other in the NBA Finals, but it would actually be either of them that would go on shining the most, as the rookie Magic Johnson would show up in Game 6 with potentially the greatest Finals performance of all time to secure the Finals MVP for the Lakers. In the year 1981, Julius Erving won the MVP while playing in the Eastern Conference, and this season the West MVP would have been Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the LA Lakers. Kareem gets back-to-back MVPs at the ages of 33 and 34, as he averaged 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks per game on 57% shooting, while leading the defending champion Lakers to the number 3 seed in the West. Dr. J also gets back-to-back MVPs to start off the decade, as he averaged 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks per game on 52% shooting, while leading the Sixers to the number 3 seed in the East. Something I want to point out about Dr. J, as I think is by far his most underrated trait, is his defense, as he's now had back-to-back MVP seasons in the NBA of having 2 steals and 2 blocks per game, something very few NBA stars are able to do without history, though this was a regular occurrence for Dr. J. In the year 1982, Moses Malone won MVP while playing in the Western Conference, and this season the East MVP would have been Larry Bird of the Boston Celtics. Moses Malone is one of the most underrated players in NBA history, as in an MVP campaign he averaged 31 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks per game on 52% shooting, as his Rockets finished at the 6th seed in the West. Fun fact, the voters definitely did not seem to have a team record bias here, as this MVP is tied with 1976 Kareem, 2017 Westbrook, and 2022 Jokic as the lowest seed for an MVP in NBA history, all being the 6th seed. In the East, Larry Bird gets his first MVP, as in his 3rd season he averaged 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals per game on 50% shooting while leading the Celtics to the number 1 seed in the East, though his arch-rival Magic Johnson would get the last laugh as he would go on to win the Finals MVP. In the year 1983, Moses Malone won another MVP, but now playing in the Eastern Conference, and this season the West MVP would have been Magic Johnson of the LA Lakers. Magic Johnson gets his first ever MVP in his 4th season, and as previously stated in our 90s videos, he would win 2 in the 90s, which would mean he now overall has 3, as this season he averaged 17 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists, and 2 steals per game on 55% shooting, while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Moses Malone gets his 2nd straight MVP, getting 1 for the West and now 1 for the East, as now on the Philadelphia 76ers, he averaged 25 points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks per game on 50% shooting, while leading the Sixers to the number 1 seed in the East. The West and the East MVPs would end up meeting in the NBA Finals, but it ended up not being close as the Showtime Lakers were swept by the faux Sixers as Moses Malone won the Finals MVP. In the year 1984, Larry Bird won MVP while playing in the Eastern Conference, and this season the West MVP would have been Magic Johnson of the LA Lakers. Magic gets his 2nd straight MVP, as he averaged 18 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals per game on 57% shooting, while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Larry Bird also gets his 2nd MVP, as he averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals per game on 49% shooting, while leading the Celtics to the number 1 seed in the East. Once again, the East and West MVPs would meet in the NBA Finals, but Bird would come out on top, destroying Magic and winning the Finals MVP. In the year 1985, Larry Bird won MVP while playing in the Eastern Conference, and this season the West MVP would have once again been Magic Johnson of the LA Lakers. Magic three-peats MVPs as he averaged 18 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals on 56% shooting while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Bird also receives his third MVP, as he averaged 29 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals per game on 52% shooting, while also nearly shooting 50-40-90 percentages as he shot 52% from the field, 43% from 3, and 89% from the line, while leading the Celtics to the number 1 seed in the East. And for once again, another time in this decade, the West and East MVPs would meet each other in the NBA Finals, but this time Magic would come out on top, though Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would win the Finals MVP. In the year 1986, Larry Bird won MVP while playing in the Eastern Conference, and this season the West MVP would have once again been Magic Johnson of the LA Lakers. This system of conference MVPs is really displaying the dominance of these two players over the decade, as Magic wins his 4th straight MVP, as he averaged 19 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals per game on 53% shooting, while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Bird also wins his 4th MVP and his 3rd consecutive, as he averaged 26 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals per game on 50% shooting, and though he did not officially average 50-40-90 percentages, he does if you round up, as he shot 50% from the field, 42% from 3, and 90% from the line, while leading the Celtics to the number 1 seed in the East. Bird would go on to win the championship and the Finals MVP. In the year 1987, Magic Johnson won MVP while playing in the Western Conference, and this season the East MVP would have been Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. Magic wins his insane 5th straight MVP, as he averaged 24 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, and 2 steals per game on 52% shooting in a larger scoring role, leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Michael Jordan receives his first ever MVP, to add on to the 6 that he won in the 90s, as he averaged 37 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks per game on 48% shooting, as the Bulls finished as the 8th seed in the East. Magic Johnson would then go on to win the championship and the Finals MVP. In the year 1988, Michael Jordan won MVP while playing in the Eastern Conference, and this season the West MVP would have once again been Magic Johnson of the LA Lakers. Magic Johnson wins his 6th straight MVP, as he averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, and 2 steals per game on 49% shooting, while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. In the East, Michael Jordan wins back-to-back MVPs, as he had potentially the greatest MVP season of all time, as he averaged 35 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks per game on 54% shooting, while leading the Bulls to the number 3 seed in the East, and also winning the Defensive Player of the Year, becoming the only player in NBA history to win the scoring title and DPOY in the same season. Finishing off the decade, in the year 1989, Magic Johnson won MVP while playing in the Western Conference, and this season the East MVP would have been Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. Magic Johnson wins his 7th straight MVP, as in previous videos we've also discussed that he would have won it in the year 1990 and 91, meaning Magic would have won 9 straight MVPs. This season, he averaged 23 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals per game on 51% shooting, while leading the Lakers to the number 1 seed in the West. What's even crazier about Magic is that his 9-peat streak of MVPs was only interrupted because he had to retire, which makes that what-if scenario even the more intriguing. In the East, Jordan wins his 3rd straight MVP, as he averaged 33 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals per game on 54% shooting, as the Bulls finished as 6th in the East. Adding this up with his 6 MVPs in the 90s now means Jordan has a total of 9 MVPs. Overall, here are the winners for the MVP in the Western Conference. In the year 1980, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 81, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, second. 82, Moses Malone. 83, Magic Johnson. 84, Magic Johnson, second. 85, Magic Johnson, third. 86, Magic Johnson, fourth. 87, Magic Johnson, fifth. 88, Magic Johnson, sixth. And 89, Magic Johnson, seventh. And the MVPs for the East are 1980, Julius Erving, 81, Julius Erving, second, 82, Larry Bird, 83, Moses Malone, second, 84, Larry Bird, second, 85, Larry Bird, third, 86, Larry Bird, fourth, 87, Michael Jordan, 88, Michael Jordan, second, and 89, Michael Jordan, third and ninth overall. And Magic Johnson now also has 9 overall MVPs. So how did you feel about these picks for each conference for each year of this decade? Were there any picks that you disagreed with or were heavily surprised by? Leave your comments below in the comment section below. Comment below any decade that you would want to see me continue this series in or any new NBA video ideas. Bye!